My son was the very first soldier to die for Georgia and Iraq. He died on the 4th day of the war.
Army Specialist Jamal Addison died in Iraq on March 23, 2003. A non-combatant from Lithonia, he was part of a maintenance unit.
And if anybody had gotten killed, I felt that it was my son, because my son couldn't shoot anybody. Even if they were trying to shoot him, he didn't have it in him to kill.
Lisa Gleim is the founder of Art from the Heart. Her initial contact with Addison's mother, Patricia Roberts, was the key in finding the other families.
I contacted her and told her about our project, and she actually put us in contact with another mother who got the ball rolling.
So much, 'cause this is the ones that I have on my screensaver.
He has such a nice smile.
Oh yeah, he had a beautiful smile. That's my screensaver.
Yeah.
So I'd be like, every morning I wake up and I say, "Good morning, baby."
A computer whiz, Jamal Addison entered the military on the promise of a college education.
He figured that he would go into the service, he would get the experience, and he would be able to come out, finish up his degree, and open up his own computer shop and teach people, because he had been teaching his whole life. Even when he was in grade school, he did so well. He was an honor student his whole life.
A big motivator in Jamal Addison's life was the birth of his son, Jamal II, while he was overseas. He took his responsibilities as a father and as a soldier very seriously, but his mother remembers a lighter side.
He had this way of, this little smirk that he would do, and you would just bust out laughing, and he was silly. He was a real clown.
So he's a jokester.
Yes,
Okay.
he was a jokester.
So for you, your memory of him, he smiled a lot. And
Yes.
you want to capture that. So
Yes.
that for you, you want to remember him smiling and.
Yes, being caring, being loving, because that's who he was.
Jerry Zaki is painting the portrait of Army First Lieutenant Tyler Brown from Atlanta. Her own son was a freshman at Georgia Tech when Brown was president of the student body in 1999.
It really hit me as a mother more than an artist. As I started painting him, I began to realize that he was gone. He was truly, truly gone. And he is a beautiful man. He's an accomplished man. He is what every father and mother would want to have as a son. He's what every citizen would like to have as a leader.
From class president at Woodward Academy to his graduation from Ranger School at Fort Benning, Tyler Brown was a born leader.
I said early on, I said, when I grow up, I want to be just like Tyler. And that may be a little silly, but Tyler embodied all the characteristics of honesty, integrity. I don't ever remember his telling a lie, or certainly didn't get caught in it. He was pristine from that respect, and a lot of people respected him. I really have never known anybody in my life that had more character than my son Tyler.
Tyler Brown entered the military after college, served a year in Korea, and was promoted to the prestigious Old Guard unit in Washington, D.C. But he turned the promotion down in order to stay with his platoon, which deployed to Iraq in 2004.
He was killed by sniper fire the 14th, and he was the only one in his platoon that was hit. Air evacuated and was pronounced dead on the way to the hospital.
He's just an amazing young man, and you know, that loss really hit me hard when I picked up the brush for the first time. But then after the likeness started coming, there developed some sort of friendship where I'm talking to the portrait, and somehow, I mean, just how could you not look at a smile of that magnitude and not think that I could be a friend of this person?
September 2007, the soldiers' families are invited to an exhibition at the National Museum of Patriotism in Atlanta. By this time, dozens of artists have volunteered hundreds of hours to paint the portraits of Georgia's fallen soldiers.
So what makes us different from everyone else? Our hearts are pained. We've learned to survive each day, to carry an unspeakable yoke, to embrace this place in life we've been given. We are the families of Americans fallen.
From my perspective, nothing could be more gracious and caring than what we see here today. These artists are great Americans in their own right. The story of our soldiers will be told for generations to come because this art has laid the foundation to assuredly guarantee that the legacy of our soldiers will endure forever.
Everything I could have possibly ever wished for, everything I could have wanted was in this portrait. And I am so thankful for Lisa and all the artists. And I know what these families are experiencing in receiving these portraits. I know what it means. And I can't give them enough praise and enough thanks for what they have given back to us, because they didn't owe us anything. So I know it came from their heart. So the perfect name for them, art from the heart, it couldn't explain it better.